Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada. I have another property tour for you today. This one just hit the market a couple weeks ago and they just did a price reduction. We're here in a gated community in Green Valley of Henderson, Nevada, 89074. And this home has a pool, a 3-car garage, no rear neighbors, 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, real grass front yard, 2 balconies. So much going for this home. We're kind of on this semi cul-de-sac here. I'll show you that in a moment. Very wide streets in this neighborhood. The square footage of this home, 3,635 square feet of living space. I really love the layout of this home, especially downstairs. We do have big bedrooms. There's a double pantry in the kitchen, built-in refrigerator. So yeah, a lot going for this home. And then one of the rare homes with those, overlooking the Arroyo Grande Park, so no rear neighbors, you just have blue sky out there. Wonderful location here in 89074. We're at 277 Maritime Street, and I'll be out here tomorrow on Saturday from 11 to 3 holding this home open. So if you want to see it in person, want to say hello to me, go ahead and stop by and check it out. I'm Andrew Guiant with Simply Vegas. This home just price reduced to $790,000, which is only $217 a square foot. But let's go inside right now and check it out. Just may be the perfect home for you. I have the keys in my hand. We're headed inside. Follow me. All right, everyone, home for sale, just listed not too long ago. Here just outside of Las Vegas, Nevada in Henderson, 89074, Green Valley area. We're about 18 minutes from the airport, about 25 minutes from the Las Vegas Strip. In this gated community here at 277 Maritime Street, Henderson, Nevada, 89074. I love how wide these streets are. Got a few cars in the street. It's okay, especially when the streets are this wide. So you could have 2 trucks pass by with cars on either side and you have plenty of space. And we're on this kind of semi cul-de-sac here. You can see where the road just curves out a little bit. You don't have to worry about anyone parking kind of here in front of your homes. You do have this spot here, real grass front yard, 3-car garage, Spanish tile roof, block wall. And we will start exploring. On the left side, you just have some river rock. You're gonna have your gas meter, your electric meter. Could park 3 cars in the driveway. And real grass front yard. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this front yard needs some work, right? Needs some water, needs maybe some sod. You might have to regrass this front yard. I mean, I do see a lot of kind of clover mixed in, different types of grass. But the beauty of this is you're grandfathered in, you can resod a front yard. You just can't add grass where there's not. So if you want the real grass front yard, you have the option here. Wouldn't be too bad really to refresh this whole front yard. And yeah, you're grandfathered in, so no problem. Doing what you need to do there. You have these hedges in the front as well. Not a big fan of those either. And really what happens, I don't mind this side here, although these do need some water. And I'm not sure, these are kind of shared between you and your neighbor. But you can see all the dryness. So they just need some water here, some TLC. I don't mind kind of this barrier though, for a little privacy. I do like these towering palm trees. You have the covered front patio, the balcony upstairs. These hedges though, I'm not a big fan of these. Really, what happens with stuff like this, built in 1997, these were once little cute shrubs. You could see the front of the house. They were nice and small, easy to maintain, and just gave you little pops of green. But over the years, they get bigger. And people trim them, they just keep growing and keep growing, and now they're this. You might like the hedges, you might like the privacy of the front yard or the little patio there, But for me, I mean, I'm ripping all these out, putting in some nice little shrubs. And this is kind of what I point out when I talk about rosemary. I don't like rosemary because, you know, sage, same thing, tend to get pretty big like this. These might be privies is what I'm thinking. And these things grow like crazy. You can trim them down to just the stumps and they'll you know, green up and grow back. But yeah, not a big fan of these personally. You do have low voltage lighting. You can see that's on down here. That's going to be wired in. And then they've actually let one of these privies grow up and they've trimmed it into sort of a tree here. But yeah, for me, I'm ripping all this out, ripping out the grass, putting in sod. It's going to be much cleaner. You're going to be able to see the front of your house. I do like this little covered patio here. Interesting, you have a ceiling fan out on this little covered area. And of course we have the balcony upstairs that comes off the primary bedroom. Security door here. More for aesthetic and just being able to open up the inside door and get that cool breeze. We're coming up on the time of year when it's going to be really beautiful. It's been a little hot. It's going to cool off here in the next few weeks and it's going to be absolutely gorgeous for a couple months here. Nice painted front door. As we walk inside. So you can see tile floor throughout the home. Do have these two side windows here. I'm always a fan of the glass panel in the door. Depending on what type of door it is, there's companies where basically they'll install the glass panel for you. You order it, they cut it out and they put it in there. I do like that, especially with that security door out there. Gives you that natural light coming in the front door. Always an option. And then interesting centerpiece here right as you walk in. So you have this accent wall in black. Looks like they had some artwork up there. And then kind of this unit. I think with the big picture there, this looks right. And I do love the layout of this home. 3,635 square feet, so very large home. You do have a huge pet door there. So if you have large dogs, that'll get them out into the backyard, which we'll take a closer look at later. Some windows here, front facing, large window, two side windows. This is going to be your living room. You could set it up as formal dining because you do have the family room here behind me. Nine-foot ceilings downstairs. I do appreciate how it opens up as soon as you walk in. You have 18 and 19-foot ceilings as soon as you walk in. I love the staircase, the way it goes up and wraps around as well. The upgraded railing. And we're going to be headed up there in just a moment. But you'll see what I mean about the layout and how I really enjoy. Not only is it different, but it seems very functional. Now, if you need a formal dining room, obviously you have to use that front area. I don't know that anyone really needs formal dining or formal living room. But you do have this dining area behind me. I'll talk a little bit more about that later because you have kind of a kitchen nook set up as well as the dining area, but they're right next to each other. So we'll discuss that when we get back there. So you see these cutouts in these late 90s homes all the time. I like putting the mirror there. It just kind of opens up the space. Not a bad idea. Now, a home like this, it looks like they just up and left. There's some furniture still around the home. And something that needs to be discussed. You know, are they leaving it? Are they gonna come take it with them? Do you not want it here? So all of these things will write into the contract. Big closet under the stairs for storage. And I'm realizing as I get over to this side of the house, I never even turned on these lights or came over here when I was getting the home ready. So a little bit of a exploration session here. Okay, so we have a double primary situation in this home. Makes me want to go back and do the intro again, because yeah, we have double primary bedrooms. Clearly a primary bedroom. This is a king size bed. You can see all this space here. You have the doors going out back to that backyard and pool. And you know, really the difference between a primary and a junior suite, well, one, there has to be two in order for you to have a junior suite. You know, if it's the only room like this, then it would be the primary. But I base it on size and then having a full bathroom. So call it double primary, call it junior suite. However, whatever you call it, downstairs has this full bedroom with a full bath, which is amazing. So maybe you don't want to live upstairs. You have kids, you have someone else. Maybe you have in-laws living with you that need to live downstairs. Whatever it is, it really opens up options for the buyers. Now, I think this is probably leans more into the junior suite, but either way. And the only reason I say that is because you have kind of a standard closet. So, but you take this bedroom, take away the primary upstairs, and this is absolutely a primary. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. Junior suite, primary, what do you consider this? I'm just gonna go with dual primary for now. I know a lot of homes would love for this to be the size of the primary with that size bathroom. So yeah, and then you have the whole desk area here. Maybe you want to live upstairs in the primary and you have a child that wants their privacy, their space, their computer set up. I mean, yeah, just a lot of options here. I like it. We're also going to have a half bath, which was one of my concerns when I was looking in that bathroom in the back there. I was hoping it wasn't a Jack and Jill and this door didn't go into that same bathroom, because that eliminates kind of the privacy and the sanctuary back there of that double primary. But no, we have a full half bath here. And you can see a lot of this home original to 1997. Pretty good condition overall. And I'll show you a few things later. I mean, you could tell this home was upgraded at the time it was built. We're gonna have the laundry room here. It's like someone was a painter. Washer, dryer, refrigerator. Speaking of upgrades, refrigerator was built in with the home, so that stays. It says washer and dryer do not stay. They're front load LG on pedestals. Again, we want to be crystal clear on that and know. Got a sink in here too, and know if it stays or goes. It says refrigerator stays. Obviously the built-in, and then you have a secondary fridge here. Again, we just want to write it all into the contract. Big refrigerator. It does tighten up the laundry room a little bit. If you imagine this wasn't here, you'd have that whole space. You could do a rack for hanging clothes, table for folding. I'm imagining there's enough room in the garage for this second fridge, but don't know until right now when we walk out here. So it looks like they had the garage set up as half gym here. Epoxy floors. This is like the Home Depot DIY style, many years old. We'll clean up fairly nice though. So you have the 3-car and the single, the 2-car and the single car. Garage door opener on each side. They've painted the ceiling black, and you can see they have the mats down over here as a little workout area. Your water shutoff valve, water pressure regulator, that's your transformer for the low voltage lighting out front, your sprinkler control, and then you have an access door, service door on the side. You have your water softener all in one unit there, and then the water heater and water filtration as well. What do you think of the black ceiling? I kind of like it. Head back in through the garage door into the home. So yeah, what a surprise with that downstairs primary. We're gonna head upstairs and then we'll check out the family room, the kitchen, that dining room. So this is wood here with these stairs. And it looks like they've been refinished at some point in time. And then carpet through the rest of the upstairs. AC is blowing cold. And always tell on these hot summer days how the AC is working there. Big landing up here when you get to the top. That's going to be the primary through the double doors there. And I do like how it opens up once you come upstairs as well. And part of that reason, I do also like that there's pony walls and not the railing. Would open it up a little bit more. But I kind of like the separation in the loft and the security you feel, especially if you have little ones. Not that the railing is much different. You just feel a little more secure with a wall here. But seeing as this house is so large and the space opens up so much, I do like the pony wall there. We have this massive loft over here. And this loft is about 12 by maybe 22. Let me see if I have a dimension. Well, I was a little off, or this is a little off, but it says 28 by 14. Let me see. I'm going to do the old. Yeah, I think it's about 28 by 14. Yep. Very large loft. You kind of have two sections if you want. You can make it into a movie room. You do have surround sound. I can see that wired in the ceiling. The 3 side windows. All these shelves here. And again, we want to know, are those staying? Are they going? What's up with those? Now these shelves look a little bit beat up on the front, just these edges. But for my money, I'd rather just keep them. I don't want to have to rebuild these. These are like IKEA. It's going to take me forever. I might just get one of those black pens and just touch up all the edges there. For my taste. Maybe you think I'm crazy. I don't know. Seems like the easy thing to do for the loft. I will say though, I would want it centered. You can see how there's a little bit more space on this side than that side. I'd move it over 4 inches and center it because that's, so you can see whatever they attach to the wall there, that's centered on the unit. But if you look up, you'll see the wire, which is centered on the wall. So yeah, to me, that doesn't work because my brain just locks into that and I won't be able to sit comfortably. Bedroom number 2 here. Yeah, good sized bedrooms in this home, as you would expect for 3,600 square feet. But I say as you would expect because you don't always get what you would expect, especially in homes like this. You'll go, why are these bedrooms so small? But no, this one, nice big 14 by 12 bedrooms. Triple wide closet. Whatever that is, like a bed canopy or something. So $790 for this home, and it's all yours. 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. It's actually a refreshing stat too, because so often we see 5.3. And that's kind of the beauty of having that 3,635 square feet. So you're gonna get that downstairs junior suite or double primary, which has its own bath, because the 5.3, essentially the downstairs bedroom is sharing that probably 3/4 bath with the guests as well. So it is really nice to have your own guest bath. Huge value in my opinion. Black countertops. I think every countertop in this home is black. Single piece fiberglass jacuzzi shower tub combo here. I specifically said jacuzzi because people think jacuzzi is a jetted tub. It's actually a brand. It's kind of like Band-Aid. Now, see that kind of water damage there? Very typical in a home with kids in the secondary bathroom. The shower curtain, they let water run down there. Probably not an issue. 9 out of 10 times, or even 9.5 out of 10 times, it's not an issue. I did want to point it out. It will come up on inspection. It's as simple as putting a moisture meter on there, making sure it is just runoff causing that. I like the wood paneling in this room. You see this a lot in the model homes. Another 14 by 12. They have this deep blue, gray on the walls here, overlooking the park. Standard size closet. Yeah, good looking bedroom. I think that paneling just adds so much to it. Very easy to do. And that's going to be bedroom 3. Walking straight across the hallway. Bedroom 4. They have this set up as the office. These are built-ins. Shaker style black with the gold handles. I mean, a nice touch. Double desk setup. And I'm thinking that if you buy the home, you're buying it with all of this. It's all attached, so it's probably going to stay here. If you have a use for it, perfect. Great study room, great gaming room. However, here's another one of these. What does this say? Oh, I can't really read it. Why can't I read that? There's a glare. Anyone know what that is? It's a holster for something. But yeah, I'm imagining all this stays. And again, we want to know what's going to be here, what's expected. When you purchase the home and you're moving in, we'll write it all into the contract. And then it's as simple as going, hey, we're doing our walkthrough and this double desk was supposed to be removed because we need it as a bedroom. It's in the contract. It says it'll be removed. So please come remove it before we close in a few days. And if you want it removed and it's in the contract and it's not removed, then it's as simple as, well, we won't close until it's removed. They'll remove it. Trust me. You know, you want to buy the house. They want to sell the house. The agents want to cooperate. Well, for the most part, the agents want to cooperate together and make this happen. We'll get it out of here. Sometimes as the buyer's agent, I've had to go in and remove furniture. I mean, you know, if we do what we do to make our clients happy. So I don't want to be removing this for you. So we write in the contract, make sure it's gone. Although I'm guessing if you buy this house, you're probably going to keep it. It is a really nice built-in there. We're also going to have this balcony. I like that the balcony is off of the office designation bedroom. The lot size on this home, 7,405 square feet, so pretty good lot size. But yeah, you have this big tiled balcony out here, and you're just looking out over the park here. Yes, there's some construction equipment. That's just temporary. Henderson's always working on the parks, changing things. I see Frisbee golf here, so there must be a Frisbee golf course I didn't even know about. You have a little runoff with the water down there. This is going to be the BMX track over here. And then you have the softball fields back in the back, the parks, softball fields over there. So yeah, really huge sports complex here. It's a bummer the Italian cypress is in this yard. You know how I feel about those. Beautiful Chilean mesquite over on the park side. But yeah, no rear neighbors. You also have a little gate here, which we'll check out later, that I'm noticing. So if you want to play some Frisbee golf or head over to the park, might be easy access. So that is all of the secondary bedrooms for this home. And we shall keep moving over to the primary. The second primary, I might add. Yeah, I love how wide this is. I mean, not really useful for much. I mean, you might be able to put like a little something there, but there's a telephone jack, so maybe a desk there is what they were thinking, but I don't think you need that with all the other space. Maybe you do. It is an option. But it just feels really good walking back here into this oversized primary. Now this primary is 16 by 15. You have the doors going out to the balcony out there. Plenty of room for a king-size bed, dressers, little sitting area. I don't know if I'm crazy, but it looks like the primary is just a couple inches higher on the ceiling height. I can't imagine that would be the case, but it really just feels a touch higher. Yeah, it's got to be at least an inch higher. Huh. It's the little things, right? So yeah, you have your front-facing balcony here. Let's see what we can see out here. Again, I'll be out here tomorrow from 11 to 3. Come say hi. Check this home out for yourself. Yeah, I'm ripping everything out of the front yard completely. I'm tearing those trees down. Like, yeah, I might even talk to the neighbors about getting rid of all that. I don't know, I just like clean landscapes in the front. Like, look at the house over there. Like, just grass, a little tree. They do have big shrubs again, but the shrubs you just got to be careful with. Like, you got to find out what their max size is going to be and just prepare, you know? I mean, like a lot of those little shrubs and things, like they'll get to 5-6 feet tall. Those privies will get huge if you let them. So it's really about just, you know, even on a sage, you can keep trimming it down, but that base is going to keep getting wider and thicker. So I don't know. Just be careful with what plants you put in your front yard for the long term. Now, most people move every 7 years. That's the average time someone stays in a home, according to the national statistics. 7 years, I mean, you're not really going to have an issue, but it is a long-term problem when you have like the rosemaries and the privies and the sages. More black countertops, double porcelain sink. That's an overmount. I will throw in free light bulbs with purchase. I will give you new light bulbs for this whole house. How's that sound? Buy it today and we'll order new light bulbs for every single light in this house. On me. Must be present to win, I guess. What do they say? I wouldn't say no purchase necessary because the purchase is definitely necessary. Big soaker tub here, all tiled out in the corner. And then you have your step-in shower with the same tile. So they've wrapped the tile all the way around, coming down, floor, same tile. Are very similar. Floor seems to have a little bit of sheen to it that the rest does not. Water closet back here. Just a quick peek there. Is that the only black door handle that I've seen? Hold on a sec. Nope, there's a black door. They're all black. Oh my gosh, how do I miss that? Yeah, so they've changed out all the door handles to these black modern door handles. But they've kept the original hinges, which I get it, you know, it's a lot to change out the hinges on the door, but I think they changed them over here. Yeah. Again, little things, just like to point out as much as possible. And then a big walk-in closet here, hidden behind two mirrored doors. Now, this is missing the shelf piece of wood. I can't imagine where that went. But yeah, this piece of wood like these, totally missing. So probably want to get that back in there. Maybe they took it off on purpose so they can just easy access to this rail, but interesting design choice. They have replaced a lot of the lights with these LEDs. Saw those in the hallway as well. I do like that. All right, so that's it for the primary. And this rustic kind of look tile, like you can see some cracking here, but it really kind of blends in. It goes with the aesthetic. Doesn't necessarily stand out. Like if this was all clean white tile, like that would be a huge eyesore, but just kind of blends right in. I'd like to know what's going on some of the spots though, because there are, you know, some areas where the tile looks a little bit damaged here or there. But that does it for the upstairs. And I'm not here to sell you the house, right? I mean, it seems kind of odd, like I'm out here touring it. I like to think of myself as a real estate consultant or real estate advisor, not a real estate agent or a salesman. I just want you to know what you're getting. It's going to be up to you to decide. I'm not going to be able to convince you whether or not to buy a house. It's a 30-year commitment unless you're paying cash. And it's probably, if not the most expensive purchase you're going to make in your life until your next home. So, and I say probably because there's businessmen, people are buying other things, but in general, for most people, it's the most expensive purchase they're going to make. And it's a huge commitment for 30 years. I'm not going to be able to talk you into or out of buying a home. I might be able to talk you out of it easier than talking you into buying a home. But I'm not here to sell you a home. I'm here to show you the home, tell you the good things, tell you the bad things, the risks, and just really let you see what you're getting for your money. And then you're going to make that decision. So this is the family room here. And again, I do like this layout a lot. You can see a huge sectional couch, nice center TV on the wall there, as big as you'd like. You also have the window. You have the windows on the side. You're not going to get glare on the TV from what's behind us here. But yeah, the reason I do so much detail on the tour is because I want you to understand what you're getting, and I want you to understand that I'm here. There's another one of those things. I'm here to advise you. I'm here to consult with you and really show you, let you use my expertise when shopping for your home. I mean, do you want to shop for homes with someone who's only been in 100 houses in their life? Or do you want to shop a home with someone who's been in thousands, Do you want someone who's done, sold 100 houses, or someone who's sold 20, right? Like you want experience. And especially when shopping homes and looking at them, like you don't want an inspector who's never inspected a home before. You want someone who inspects 3 homes a day, 5 days a week, and has for years. You want people to know what they're looking at, what they're talking about. How do you feel about these black accent walls? Now, in my office, I actually have a black accent wall. I kind of like them personally. I don't know about in my house, but I think they do look good. I like the gold and black aesthetic. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you a fan of these black walls or not? I tend to go like a deep dark blue on accent walls personally, but and that works really well with the gold as well. But just the contrast of the light wood with the black, I mean, that looks really good. Again, we don't know if this unit's staying or not. We're gonna find out. So what I wanted to talk about earlier as far as the kitchen nook, dining area, these lights kind of indicate that this is more of like a kitchen nook area here. You put a small table, but you have the formal dining here. So I think you just go with one nice table here, and that's a wrap for all of it. The lighting usually will indicate kind of what goes where. And that might not have been their intention, but that's kind of what I get a feel from with the lighting there. You do have bar seating around the island also. Very interesting shaped island. You have the black tile wrapping around this fireplace. You have the open shelving on the side there. It is a gas fireplace. It's a 2-way, so you can see it from 2 different directions. And then look at the shape of this island. It's house shaped. 2 pantries. So you're gonna have a pantry over here. Now, being this close to the fireplace, I would be a little careful about what I store in here, because it might get hot if you use the fireplace a lot, or at least warm this up a little bit. So maybe dry storage, certain things that wouldn't be bad if they got a little bit warmer. But then you have a massive pantry over here for things you don't really have to be concerned about as far as temperature. So I do want to point that out. People worry about their TV getting warm over the fireplace, so definitely worry about your food getting warm as well. But yeah, so double pantry, kind of a cool setup. And then I said, I could tell this home was upgraded when they purchased it. So probably upgraded countertops here. Probably upgraded cabinets for the time. You have this chopping block that pulls out. The big double basin porcelain sink here. You do have the RO water system. You also have the countertop going up the walls, a backsplash all the way around. Double oven and built-in fridge. I mean, these are upgrades you typically would see back then. Pretty clean for the age of the oven. There are GE monogram refrigerator here in black as well. Storage in the island. GE profile, 4-burner gas range, space maker, microwave here. And then you have a newer Samsung dishwasher. Out of all the appliances in the kitchen, typically the dishwasher is the one that goes first. I see more of these older ovens, refrigerators that are built in like this and microwaves than I do dishwashers. So, but that's it. Nice big kitchen. You do have this pendant track lighting as well. The important part of that is that you have the wiring up there. So you could do some sort of pendant lighting. You also have these here, which you could drop down as pendants. Again, a lot of options there for you. Whatever you decide to do. But yeah, I do really like the layout of this downstairs. It feels very functional. I like the separation of spaces, and of course the downstairs junior suite or double primary. And then out to the back here. So we have this covered patio right outside. Bistro lighting strung out over the pool. You have this turf area. You have the fenced in pool completely. A little fire pit over here. Wood burning fire pit. And then yeah, just open skies out here. Looking out into the park. No rear neighbors is great. Mountains way in the back there. Air conditioner units down there. They look to be original. That'd be pretty impressive if they were. I mean, 29 years. Wow. Your inspector will let you know all of that. Yeah, the bistro lighting probably looks very cool out here at night. You do have a barbecue stub here for the gas. Looks like they don't open these much. And then we'll take a quick look down this side and we'll check out this pool, which does have a waterfall feature also. I like the pool a lot. Pool equipment here, pool heater. Doggy door comes out here behind the back. It's like you have a very tall but thin dog, I guess. All right. Little wood pile for your fire pit over here. And then this fencing can be removed. You just pull it up, roll it up, and you can put it away. Not really something you want to take down and put up all the time, but nice to have the option. Or if you buy it and you don't want it, you probably okay. There we go. Sorry, I gotta use two hands. All right, we're in. Yeah, you probably don't want to like put it up and pull it down all the time, but if you do buy the house, you take it down, maybe just hang on to it. It's a good, just added feature. So you have the spa here. I like the shape of the pool, good size. It's to be about 4 to 5 feet all the way across. Can float around, you can just wade. Got a little bench seat here or step out. And then the waterfall feature. Try to get that going for tomorrow. You can imagine the waterfall. Water just cascading down. Not only is it pretty, you also get that sound of water, which I love. And it looks like that's about it for this tour. I'm Andrew Guiant with Simply Vegas. And real quick, I know you want the best deal possible on a house. I don't even have to ask you. Everybody wants the best deal on a house. But Andrew, how do we find a great house? I look at houses and, you know, the ones I like, they sell in a day. And yeah, that's true. With the days on market being so long, the great houses still sell within a day, within a couple days. So how do you get ahead of the deal? How do you get those houses in your inbox before anyone else sees them, before they go public? Well, it's real easy. Just scan this QR code right here and I'll set you up on a list. Your criteria, you're gonna fill out a few questions about what kind of home you're looking for. And then I'm gonna search, I'm gonna scour the internet, I'm gonna look through off-market properties, and I'm gonna set you up on a list, and you're gonna get the properties before they hit the public. So you're gonna have a first chance. You call me, we go check them out, you buy the house, and you get a great deal. That's how you do it right there. Scan that QR code. I'm Andrew Guiant with Simply Vegas and the Guiant Luxury Group. Can't even say my own name. The Guiant Luxury Group at Simply Vegas. Give me a call. My phone number's down there. I'd love to chat. If you're looking for a Spanish agent, Spanish lender, Spanish title, the whole experience in Spanish, Wendy's number's coming up here. Give her a call. She'll help you out. She's the lead agent on my team. And we'll take care of you. So I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. I'll be here tomorrow. Come and see me.